Hello, and thanks for joining me for our weekly episode of NCIA Today. I'm your host, Bethany Moore, NCIA's Deputy Director of Communications, checking in with you every Friday with updates on what's happening in the cannabis industry and here at NCIA. All right, let's dive in. Today is your final, for real, last second, 11th hour deadline to send the NCIA team your feedback on the draft summary of the new Senate bill, which would legalize cannabis at the federal level. While the Senate is accepting feedback and comments until early September, NCIA plans to gather the feedback of our members and analysis of our government relations team to submit a comprehensive response on behalf of the organization. So the deadline to do that is today. Please find the form on our website or send an email to michelle@thecannabisindustry.org. And while we're on the topic of deadlines, the one to submit your application to serve on one of NCIA's 14 committees is this weekend on August 15th. So you have the weekend to fill it out and get it submitted by Sunday. It's another great way to get to know and work with your fellow industry peers and thought leaders. So if you're interested, please submit your application today or by no later than August 15th. Find the application on our website. And let's segue into more from our committees who have been actively sharing blog articles as they wrap up their current terms. From the State Regulations Committee, enjoy this interview with Portland's cannabis czar, Dashida Dawson. The State Regulations Committee has a subcommittee focused on informing local governments, which aims to bridge knowledge gaps between operators and regulators in the cannabis industry. This is done through interviews with current cannabis regulators in various U.S. states, sharing best practices and lessons learned. Read more in this committee blog, Corporate to Cannabis Crossover, an interview with Dashida Dawson. Also, from our State Regulations Committee, continue along in their series on rethinking track and trace models and how state-mandated track and trace integration capability is failing the cannabis industry. The point of frustration begins with the method in which the track and trace requirements are implemented. Because each state has adopted different cannabis regulations, there are variations in what can and cannot be accomplished within the selected track and trace systems, even within the states that have selected the same technology provider. Learn more in their latest blog. Next, from our Cannabis Manufacturing Committee, we're looking ahead into how our industry can future-proof cannabis manufacturing facilities. In this blog, committee members share a few areas of environmental, product quality, and worker impacts to consider when planning for the future of your manufacturing facility. Learn more in their latest blog. And finally, NCIA's Government Relations Manager, Madeline Grant, has been working closely with our new Evergreen members with all their benefits. In her blog this week, Maddie goes over NCIA's 3 main buckets of benefits we offer NCIA members: networking and education, marketing and business resources, and policy and advocacy. No matter how long you've been a member of NCIA, it's always a good idea to review your benefits and make sure you're staying engaged. And remember to subscribe and tune in to both of our weekly podcasts, NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice and Cannabis Minority Report, which you can catch live on NCIA's Facebook page every Monday morning at 1 p.m. Eastern. Last but not least, tickets are now on sale for the Midwest Cannabis Business Conference. Join us on September 22nd and 23rd in Detroit, Michigan. Current NCIA members receive discounted or even sometimes free tickets to our trade shows, depending on your membership level. Head to www.midwestcannabisbusinessconference.com today to secure your tickets. You'll soon be hearing more about our 7th annual Cannabis Business Summit and Expo in San Francisco as well, being held later in the year on December 15th through 17th, so stay tuned for those updates soon. In the meantime, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to stay inspired and connected. If you're a member of NCIA, log into NCIA Connect and spark up a conversation with your fellow NCIA members and colleagues today. We'll see you next week.